days later. Well, this is it, madame, the day of your trial. Who knew that what we were doing was illegal? Who knew laws applied to rich people as well? Who knows what's going on? Catch me up?
Yeah, who knew what we were doing was illegal? I mean, I thought that's just how business was run.
I had an idea. I knew. Either way, we're about to head inside and we need to act fast.
Weren't you the two that gave us the tutorial on how to do this?
According to my records, the last time you appeared in court challenging the judge's manhood was still a valid defense. He had a mean right hook for someone in a robe. Indeed, I coaxed the entire courtroom to make fun of him until he left crying. Yes, I slept with his wife to win that one.
I slept with his wife to win that one. Oh my god.
Well, things have changed a little since then. Now it's more a court
That's
of public
awful.
opinion. You'll have to establish your character to a jury of peers.
Whew.
Surely some other rich people will see my point of view. Oh, wonderful. Can I expect to see the likes of Max and Penny on the jury then? I have no peers.
I mean, yeah, peers. Surely other rich people will see my point of view.
Peers is a bit misleading. It's mostly a gaggle of random citizens, madame. Merely people who live in the same district as us. Something else you should be aware of is that all of our lawyers have mysteriously gone missing. So we'll need to find someone to represent you. You, businessman, you're the smartest person I know. Battle Butler, you've always had my back. Antoine Hardmeat, he owns a law firm, does he not?
Yeah, Antoine Hardmeat.
He does, and while he's not actually a lawyer, I predicted you would say that. However, he hasn't been returning my summons. Appears we're going to have to pick someone in this room, madame. Business maid, Battle Butler, or I'll defend myself.
Let's go with business maid. I trust business maid.
A wise choice, madame. I'll do my best. You enter the courtroom and take your seat. Next to you is Cassius, sitting silently with his prosecutor, Antoine Hardmeat.
Traitor!
Oh, hello, madame. What the fuck? Have you been working with Cassius all along? Nice wig.
Yeah, what the fuck, Antoine?
I'm so sorry, madame, but Cassius hired me to represent him, and he was quite insistent. You're not even a lawyer, you just own a law firm. Yes, I tried telling Mr. Villionaire that, but as I said, he was quite insistent.
Also, wouldn't this be a conflict of interest?
Apologies, madame, but I am bound by my honor to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. I won't be holding back. All rise for the Honorable Judge Strong. The judge enters the courtroom and takes his seat. Someone rings a bell. All right, I want a good, clean legal battle here today, and let's make it quick. I've got a fox hunt right after this, and it's finally my turn on the fox hunt to go on. Prosecution, make your claim. Antoine quivers as he hangs his head, closes his eyes, and takes a deep breath. We've got this in the bag. Antoine snaps to and slaps the desk, gaining everyone's undivided attention. He stands upright, confident and majestic like you've never seen him before.
Oh.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today I will prove to you beyond the shadow of a doubt that that defendant assaulted my client. The crime? Beating the hell out of a respected member of society in broad daylight, no less.
This man definitely plays Ace Attorney.
Businessmate, say something. You know he deserved it. Objection, he's not a respected member of society. He's a villain. Villain, wait your turn.
I don't know, you pick.
Businessmate, say something. You know he deserved it. Your Honor, Cassius Villionaire has been scheming against my client for years. He's a bad man. The judge bangs his gavel. Order, order. You will have your chance to defend yourself. Keep quiet. Your Honor, if it would please the court, I'd like to address that claim. Cassius Villionaire is both a man of character and an indispensable member of the community. I have here records of the countless charitable donations Cassius Villionaire has made in the last year alone. He runs his own private reformation center that takes some of the worst criminals and undesirables and trains them in useful skills to get them off the streets. He has years of public service under his belt, both as a volunteer firefighter and working for animal shelters. He's even taken in a wounded tiger that was too dangerous for any shelter to hold and personally nursed it to good health. What's more, his daughter is an adopted orphan girl whom he has been raising on his own for the past 12 years. The defendant has let their personal feelings get in the way of their judgment. Whatever their personal history, Cassius Villionaire is a good guy. Okay, I did not know all of that. The motive? Jealousy. The defendant was clearly envious of my client's vast fortune, being unable to reliably manage their own estate. Businessman, he started it. Say something. Objection, I'd never be jealous of that prick. Wait, bite your tongue.
I mean, he did start it.
Your Honor, that's mere speculation. How does the prosecution expect to prove that? The judge angrily interrupts you with a bang of his gavel. I demand order. I will not tolerate any more outbursts from the defense. Prosecution, carry on. I have here several documents showing that the defense has had a troubled past when it comes to business. The frequency at which they create and shut in new businesses does not paint the portrait of a man or a person who knows how to maintain a stable business. Meanwhile, the Billionaire estate has shown consistent growth for many years, not to mention the public good that his rubber industry provides. Tires for our carriages, toys for our children, rubber teeth for the elderly, affordable jewelry alternatives for the poor, sex toys for the lonely. The list of useful rubber applications goes on. But tell me this, can the defense even tell us what their business does? What is your product? What is your service? I never thought about that before. A CEO does not bother with such trivial things. Money?
I mean, yeah, we buy money and make gold.
Precisely. One must conclude that the defense is bad at business. Ouch. Not going to lie, that stings a bit. And upon beating my client into submission, the defendant had the intention of forcing my client into signing over all its company assets. What we've seen here is nothing more than a robbery. And now, finally, we come to the weapon. Fists. I submit exhibits 1 through 37. Dozens of eyewitness accounts and police reports backing up the undeniable fact that the defendant attacked my client. I think you'll find with our insurmountable mountain of evidence that this is an open and shut case. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution rests. The jury whisper among themselves and look at you with a general expression of contempt. I see. These are pretty serious accusations. Defense, you may now present your case. May we take a short recess, Your Honor? Of course, but let's make it quick. Madame, things aren't looking good for us. Maybe we had best put our heads together and to figure out our next step. We step out of the courtroom to strategize. Before you can get started, there's a knock on the door. Excuse me, could I speak with the Madame, please? You traitor! How could you? No, please listen, I've come to offer you guidance. Pardon me for asking, but how are you so competent at this? You have no legal experience.
Conflict of interest.
And you were tearing us up out there. Well, I just pretended I was at home, reading to Custard. His favorite books were always Ace Birdwell, Attorney at Law. And I
called it!
But here's the thing. I had no choice but to help Cassius. He kidnapped Custard. That dastardly bastard kidnapped a horse? What depths will he not sink to? Quickly, I don't have much time. This is all being orchestrated by Cassius. He's purposely lost you in the park, and he's using this trial to try and further ruin your reputation. Here's the thing. When it comes to his life outside of you, the man's a saint. Cassius is widely beloved, kind, and giving. I don't know if it's all an act or what. Either way, I've got a defense strategy that I think will work for you. It's really just a case of public opinion. All you have to do is dazzle the jury. You really are a magnificent person, Madame. I'm sure if you call some character witnesses, you can turn the tide. And once you've gained their favor, I've got the final blow ready for you. Antoine whispers into Businessmaid's ear and quickly slips out of the room. Brilliant! Let's get back out there. You return to the courtroom. The defense would like to call a witness to the stand. Businessmaid proceeds to call up the various gents and ladies that you befriended on your journey. Yes, I've been fortunate enough to be on the receiving end of many of the Madame's private lessons. Madame is a very attentive teacher. I will say that the Madame's assistance in certain intimate research capacities has been invaluable to me, to say nothing of their eye and stomach. Somehow, the Madame isn't dead yet. I would be perjuring myself if I didn't say that as a laudable achievement. I'm ever so grateful that the Madame has allowed me to know them so intimately. There's no greater gift than that of openness. Madame has a powerful aura and a magnetic energy that I cannot deny. Neither can all the ghosts. I have found Madame's mind to be as open towards mystery as it is towards, well, everything else. Admirable. Madame's creativity is only surpassed by their enormous, passionate, throbbing, enthusiasm. Spending time with the Madame has certainly sharpened my pencil. That isn't a euphemism, they used a very large knife. So far, all the clues point to the Madame being as fun and clever as they are at business. Madame stood up to me when I was sure nobody else ever would. Even Custard ran away from those bullies in the park. The future looks bright for the Madame and I. Well, except for the potential emergence of killer robot pigeons descending on London. I've nothing ill to say of a person who shares my same complete disregard for self-preservation. After the final character witness leaves the stand, the jury looks to have swayed slightly in your direction, as looks of disgust have changed to winks and nods.
Oh.
Now's our chance. Time to play our trump card. Your Honor, people of the jury, as you have just seen, our client is a person of excellent standing. Not only are they cool and attractive, but if you acquit them, I mean, I'm not saying they will hang out with you and be your friend, but, well, to me it seems that all of their business partners here are quite happy with their marvelous boss. Wait a minute. Objection! All those witnesses work for the defendant. Their testimony should be thrown out. Is this true? I've only been half paying attention.
One of the people was, you, Antoine. Again,
true.
conflict of interest.
Indeed it is, Your Honor. In fact, everyone who was in that fight in the park was an employee of either my client or Cassius.
Now hold on just a minute. Do you mean to tell me that we've all been wasting my precious time? I could be knee-deep in foxes by now.
How do you mean, Your Honor? Cassius' calm demeanor begins to crack for the first time since the trial began.
Listen, the defendant is obviously guilty. However, this is a matter between businesses, not people. People go to jail, but businesses just get a fine. I'm going to go ahead and supersede the jury on this one. Antoine, what is happening? Control this situation.
Objection, sir, can you even do that?
I'll be honest, I'm not actually entirely sure, but seeing as how no one here is an actual lawyer, I wield the gavel, I make the rules. No one has to go to jail today.
Yes, we've done it. Businessmaid grins and pumps her fist. Cassius, stunned by this sudden turn, stares down at his table in disbelief as Antoine stands over him, trembling with fear.
Just go fetch your company paperwork and I'll slap you with a fine for, say a couple £1,000,000. How's that sound?
Right away, Your Honor. You and businessmaid step outside into your private meeting room. I figured something like this happened, so I brought all of our important documents to the courthouse just in case. And so no one can try and steal the company again while we were distracted. Just then you see movement out of the corner of your eye. It's Angel Fullbody with one foot out the window and an official-looking document in her hand. Your company paperwork!
Gasp. Your sudden and inevitable betrayal. I couldn't see it coming.
Sorry, madame. Orders from on high. Nothing personal. Before you have time to process what's going on, she leaps from the window. Battle Butler charges after her but gets stuck in the window frame. Right? So we might have a problem. You return to the courtroom empty-handed.
Alright, let's see that paperwork. I'm ready to get out of here. That foxhorn isn't going to toot itself.
About that, there is no paperwork, Your Honor. Well, that is to say, it was stolen just now. If we could have a little more time to try and retrieve it. My client's butler is currently in pursuit, you see, and...
I've had enough of this foolishness. It's obvious to me you were just trying to buy time.
No, wait, if you...
I find the defendant guilty!
Everyone in the room gasps. A smile creeps across Cassius's face. Antoine looks at you with confusion. Everyone is in a commotion.
Now then, on to the matter of the imprisonment. It seems that after arresting all of your employees, the commoner jails are overflowing. And while you have committed a crime, I have the soft spot for fellow moneyed persons. But sending you to Chateau Gerald seems too lenient.
Wait, did they arrest all of our employees?
Yeah.
Why?
They were also fighting in the park, V.
If I may, Your Honor. Proceed. As you may know, one of my estates also serves as a reformation center for the worst criminals in the city. One of my public services. Seeing as I am the aggrieved party, I will gladly take on the personal burden of reforming this poor lost soul. Please grant me this responsibility. Yes, that sounds fitting to me. The defendant shall serve their sentence in the private prison estate of Cassius Villiers. The judge bangs his gavel as the room explodes into a fervor.
What happened? Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Businessmaid looks on in shock, unable to do anything as guards drag you away. We'll figure something out, madame. Just hold on. You get one final glance at Cassius' smug face before you're dragged from the room. To be continued.